Today on Derek Does, we're doing this. Hi, welcome back to another Derek Does. I'm Derek, and if you're new here, please check out all my other cool videos because I know you're going to find something you like. As today, you're going to love this one. Another M65. Now, I don't show you all the M65s I pick up, but this one's kind of special. This one is a Seabees M-65, and it's also, so it has that going for it, and it's also from 1967, which is pretty much, it's an M-65, so it's only 2 years from basically when it was developed and released to this moment. So this is a really amazing condition, and I'll show you the close-ups, and I'll show you how, everything, I'm not going to say it's mint, but I would say very fine. It's a very great example, and it's a great size. It's a medium regular. Of course, back then in 1967, they put regular medium. They reversed it. I'll show you that too. It's kind of you'll see little changes, between the M65 as it progressed. But this was basically the beginning of the M65. Just picked it up. Super nice again. Check out all my other M65 videos if you're into this sort of thing and you're interested. I do a thing on the alphas, and I do a thing on just some vintage ones, and then just different field jackets throughout history, basically, for the US. This one is, it doesn't give the manufacturer on it. I would tell you what it is, but I don't see the actual manufacturer on it. So at this period of time, whoever did this one, they didn't put their name down on it. So I can't tell you if it's an alpha or if it's all the other different brands and that sort of thing. But I'm going to show you the coolness of this jacket. Again, this is 1967, so this is right at the beginning for the US, of the Vietnam War, which kind of made these jackets very famous during that time period. And afterwards, the veterans coming back wearing these jackets, and it continued on. And again, they're cool jackets. This one's from the Seabees. Now the Seabees, if you're not familiar with the Seabees, it's a long name, I'll show you. So they actually put CB, and they have their little logo of a little builder bee with a machine gun. Now the Seabees, which is actually spelled out here, is actually like a euphemism for the actual abbreviation for CB, for construction battalion. So it's actually, they were just called the Seabees, and then that transformed into the Seabees as one word because, it's the Navy and the seas, and, it makes sense. They were started in World War II to help build air fields and bridges and everything like that. So they're basically the Army Corps of Engineers, the engineers, but they were the Navy version of it. But they also fought, where like the Army Corps of Engineers really weren't a fighting unit. The Seabees were both. Again, it was a smaller unit, so they needed them to do both things. So they were fighters, but they were also builders. And I think their slogan is, "We can build and we can fight," something like that. I could be wrong, but put in the bottom if you know. But I'm going to show you this. Cool. I'll put it on, and I'll show you what it looks like on. And then I'll do the close-ups like I normally do as we put it on the hanger, and we'll check it out and see all the details of this amazing jacket. Again, this jacket, I'll probably not keep it because I have 1968 or 69 M65, also in a medium regular. That's my normal everyday M65. So I'll probably sell this one, so it'll be on eBay. So check for that one coming up in the next couple days. Just do M65 Seabees, and you'll probably find it if you're a medium regular. This would be a great, or just for your collection if you're collecting M65s, because finding one with the Seabees in this condition of this year is pretty nice. So without further ado, I'll put it on and I'll show you what it looks like worn, and then we'll put it on the hanger and we'll take some close-ups. So here it is, just for reference. Again, this is a medium regular. I'm a medium regular. I'm a 5'10", just a smidgen over, 155 with a 42 chest, but I have long arms. So the M65s fit me really well because they have longer arms, sleeves, and it fits me really great. So here it is. This is the jacket, unzipped. And then if you want to see what the jacket zipped, look like this. Pretty great jacket, isn't it? All right, so here it is as your standard M65, but you can see right there, that's what sets it apart. This fantastic silkscreen logo, which I'm assuming was done at the factory. I don't know if they did this afterwards or not. Maybe they did. But you can just see the condition of this is so fantastic. I mean, the cuffs look great. I mean, not even really much use at all. The zipper is great. Now, this is the thing about and it still has the tag, the tape on it on both sides, as you can see there. The early Vietnam era M65s had these aluminum zippers. They stopped that in, I think, about 72, 73, in that range, and they went with the brass ones. And then in the 80s, then they went with the plastic ones. So that's kind of how you can tell the general age of your M65 if it doesn't have a label. But I'll just give you, in case you've never seen an M65 before, I'll show you what they look like. They have two bottom snap pockets here. They're not lined, but they are pockets that you can put stuff in, or your hands. They have two snap chest pockets that you could put your rations in if you wanted to. This has something on the inside. I'm going to have to take a look at that. It feels like there's a sticker on the inside of that one. I haven't gotten too crazy on this, exploring this jacket. You have your Velcro, which I hate the Velcro, but you have your Velcro cuffs and then storm covers there just to kind of protect your arms a little bit. Then you have your buttons here. These are for a liner. You have a waistband drawstring that goes inside, but you can see it on the outside. On the bottom, you don't have a drawstring, but you do on like the M51, I believe. And then on the back, you have a bi-swing, which is really nice for comfort. That's why people love this jacket. Well, one, it looks great. And two, it's been in everything, so it's so recognizable. And three, it's really comfortable. They're really comfortable jackets to wear. And then you have up here, you have epaulets, and then also a storm hood that you can unzip. I didn't show you the zipper manufacturer. I don't know if this one actually you can read. There it is. It's a Conmar. It's real kind of corroded there, but you can read it real faint there. But that's what that is. But you can see the condition of this, and these should have United Car, I would assume. Generally of this age it would. Can't quite make them out. Maybe you can make them out there. Anyway, so that's that. And then on the inside, I'll show you the inside too. I'll show you the tags. I'll put the jacket down so we can take a look on the inside of the tags and you can see what that says. All right, so this is that tag I was feeling. It's actually a manufacturer's tag there. Can you see that? Isn't that awesome? That was still in the pocket. This is how minty this jacket is. This tag is still in the pocket. Medium regular, and it's 1692 114 with a 412, which I'm sure if this was the manufacturer, we would know what that means. Okay, so on the tag, and also this has the white pocket bags. You can kind of see that. Later they did do a green one, but this is an early one again. So you can see it. I don't think it's really been washed, even though this has been worn away, and I think that's just worn away from a person rubbing on it with their clothing. Because normally when these get washed, they get all wrinkly and faded and everything, but you can kind of see here, Mansfield with hood, and it's the Sateen OG 107, and here you can tell this is the year. That little DSA will have the year in it, and this is 1967. And actually, this one's actually labeled as an M65 Coat Mansfield. Later on, it was just like, they don't say M65, it's like, I forget what the actual thing is, like winter clothing or something like that. And then here's the actual size tag, which again was smaller. Like later on, this would be all one big piece of tag, but now this is just tooth tags. Later they changed it, but this is an early one, regular medium, and later on it would be a medium regular or medium small or short or medium long, because you could get those in a medium short, medium, that's right, short, regular, or long, and that's how that works. But you can see what a great jacket. Seabees. Well, I hope you enjoyed this episode on the Seabees M-65 from 1967. It's a great jacket. Again, my top favorite field jackets would be an M51, but my second favorite would be an M-65. And actually just for style and that sort of thing, an M-65 I think is winning, but for just everyday wear, just because of the collar, just for me, it would be an M51. But the M-65, again, it's, you know, it's so classic and it's so recognizable and it's so underrated that you don't, people who don't know, but people who do know. So it's one of those type of jackets, and I don't know, it's a great jacket. I thought you'd enjoy another M-65 field jacket video. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you on the next Derek Does. Thanks for watching.